Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Emmett! Emmett! Emmett, wake up!
What?
We just hit 50,000 subscribers!
No way.
Come see for yourself!
Sweet.
Let's go!
Sweet.
Alright, so we've got all your guys' questions here for the AMA. Thank you for asking so many questions. I honestly didn't expect that many. I'm gonna read some and Emmett's gonna read some, and yeah, that's basically it. So, PM Me Small Boobs, thank you for making me read that name, said, what is the story behind the first Oblivion video you posted? What made you post it? Make it / post it. Also, did you ever think you would get this far, 50k subs? So the answer to that is kind of convoluted. I mean, like, Emmett and I made the first Oblivion video because we were just talking about the game, like we always do in the Let's Plays, and we were talking about the funny dated mechanics and the jerky movements and the voice acting and everything. And I just recorded like a 30-second, I think it was 30 seconds long video for Instagram.
It was 15 seconds.
15 seconds, because that's all the Instagram would do at the time.
Yeah.
And I put it on my Instagram. This was years ago.
Oh.
Then later, like a year later or something, someone reported my name on Facebook because I had like a different name on Facebook, and it locked me out of Facebook, and so I didn't know what to do with like my dicking around time.
About that.
Yeah, that's why. And I was like, oh, I can't be on Facebook now. I gotta use my time. And I looked back over my Instagram and I saw that video and I was like, that's actually pretty funny. Like, I feel like some people would appreciate that. So I uploaded it to YouTube, what was then my personal YouTube page, which is now LaFave Bros. And I posted it to the Elder Scrolls subreddit. And everyone just like loved it, like more so than I had ever imagined. It became a meme. People started sending me, you know, like videos that other meme pages on Facebook had uploaded it to.
Yeah, that was a blast. I was miles away from Max at the time. I was going to school elsewhere, and I think you sent me the link to the YouTube video like that night, and you're like, hey, people are actually watching this thing, and YouTube wasn't even really, you know, in our future at that point. We weren't thinking. We went on YouTube a lot and it was fun, but as far as like a career on YouTube, it was totally, you know.
We never thought of making content.
So we watched this thing constantly, and I was always checking like the views when I was in class and whatnot, and we were texting back and forth like, wow, what the heck, you know, everyone's watching this.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
I was in my mailroom job, like constantly rushing back to my desk to refresh the page to see how many more views. I love it. It was like incredible. So Jonas Caesar asked, I was wondering if you guys travel or have traveled by the Nine Divines a lot in real life, either together or separately. The farthest I've ever been is London, England.
I've been to Australia. West Coast Australia. Sucked. It was like, it took over a day to get there, lots of sleeping and, you know, what is it called? Like air sickness or whatever, Like, I get air sickness really easily, but yeah.
I enjoyed England. I'm sorry you didn't have a good Australia experience.
Alright, so Brutus Tallywhacker said, where can we get Emmett's famous shirt from? I read that earlier, and I was actually looking all over the internet for it. I can't find it. It's the brand is Puritan, and it's just a green Hawaiian shirt. But they have a lot of shirts.
Good luck.
Yeah, there are a lot of shirts that look like it, but I was scrolling through like eBay and Amazon and whatnot. I couldn't find it. So I'm sorry. Maybe if you guys dig deeper, it's out there somewhere, I'm sure.
If someone finds it, that would be so impressive. Yeah. Like, holy crap.
Alright, the Zombie Kingdom said, how much Feldu have you done? I know I've done what? My heart.
That was hilarious, thank you. So Dallin Man said, really enjoying the Oblivion Let's Play. Is Private Selection coming back? If not, are there any other series planned? Also, it would be cool to see you guys do Thieves Guild soon in Oblivion. I'm dying to see what Grey Fox's cow looks like on Mac. Also, R.I.P. Old Man, never forget. Thank you, Dallin Man. Yes, no one has ever forgotten Old Man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Private Selection, we always have ideas. We're like, hey, we should do a Private Selection this week. This game is fun, and then it never comes to fruition. Just because, I don't know, stuff happens. But the Oblivion videos are coming out constantly, consistently, and that's a blast.
We've just been having more fun doing Oblivion.
Yeah,
At least
honestly,
for now. We do plan on finishing it.
Private Selection will be on and off, depending on what's going on.
Yeah, we're both a little busy right now, but we'll try to do more for you guys if you like them. Thank you. So the Luxio says, hey man, loving the Let's Play series. Thank you, Luxio. Are you looking at doing Knights of the Nine expansion later on?
Yeah, definitely. We are looking at we're going to do every major quest line in the game for sure.
We want to complete the whole thing basically. We want to take it all the way.
Knights of the Nine is great. Yeah, we'll definitely do that one. Hobo Feet said, I was wondering if Emmett was involved in theater. Do you have any of your own characters? Your videos remind me of Justin Kuritsky's Potion Seller.
Have you seen that?
I don't know who that is.
This is my strongest potion. It's very much
really?
like you. You'll have to see that, yeah.
And I'd love to see some non-Elder Scrolls acting, but more of that is always welcome. Yeah, I haven't done any theater. Live acting scares the crap out of me. Anything live kind of freaks me out, but especially theater. Like, if you forget a line, it's over. That's terrifying.
You're dead.
I'm very weak-willed when it comes to that stuff. But I've done a lot of crappy little videos with my friends, and I have a lot of film major friends, and we do skits and little short films and stuff. None of it's very good, but I really enjoy acting. So thank you.
And if you want to check out more of the short films and stuff that Emmett does, there's he has his own YouTube.
Yeah, I have my own YouTube page. It's called Emmett LaFave. I actually have two. There's one where I do essentially higher quality stuff, and then I have one where I do really crappy webcam videos. But yeah, I do a lot of skits with my friends on that, so if you guys want to check that out.
And we'll put links to those in the description.
Yeah. Harley Quick asked, how long does it take you to make one of your videos since it involves sitting down and playing the game, editing it, and various other steps? Yeah, it's interesting. It gets quicker all the time as we learn more how to edit well and exactly what we're doing. When we first started doing this, we recorded 2 hours or something worth, and then we threw it all out because it wasn't. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Jesus
and
Christ.
then we came back and we started doing an hour of raw footage of raw gameplay, and then we would condense it to half an hour. We originally intended to condense it to 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I think on the Patreon page, like I said, something like 15 to 30 minute Let's Play, and they all ended up being 30 minutes or more.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, the first one, there was so much funny, good footage from the first one. I was like, hey, I don't want to bring it down any farther than half an hour because it's really funny. And then I guess we just stuck with that just for continuity. Yeah, and then editing it is, we don't have a lot of the best equipment yet. We're buying stuff here and there as we can. It's really helping us along for sure. But I'm not the best editor. I haven't really done any editing beyond these videos.
I think you do a very good job.
Oh, thank you. And beyond the skits, with my buddies, I don't really do any editing. But I don't know. It takes me probably 2 hours. I take breaks here and there, but condensed, it's probably about 2 hours of editing. And then we've not played for a straight hour for a while. We started playing for maybe 40 minutes.
40 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we chop off 10 minutes at the end.
Yeah.
So, Awkward Poet says,
I heard a rumor that you're an idiot. Any truth to that?
Morroweenie says, what's your favorite part of Oblivion, other than the wonky ragdolls and hilarious dialogue? Well, for me, it's probably the music. Jeremy Soule has really, entrancing, beautiful music. The soundscapes and the feeling of freedom after you leave a cave, the feeling of adventure and fighting. It's just he brings it all out so well. It's so inextricable from Oblivion. It's just as much a part of Oblivion as the gameplay.
Yeah, he does for sure. And yeah, for me, I put this as a comment, and I think one of Oblivion 2 or Oblivion 3, one of those, because someone asked the question, when did you first start playing? But for me, it's just the fact that it's this open world you can explore. It's this beautiful, adventurous world with knights and so forth. When I first saw this game, I was in 4th grade. And Max and I had only played Nintendo 64, GameCube stuff at that time.
That's right.
We played a lot of Super Smash Bros. And whatnot. So I went to my friend's house and I first saw this game when it was more or less new. I was totally mind blown because, I just saw the scope of this map and the distance you could travel and everything you could do and the fact that it was just this cool medieval world. I was instantly sucked in. I asked my mom to get me an Xbox and then there it was. It was
the first immersive experience, right?
Yeah, it was the first Xbox game I had. Yeah, it was great.
Great. So Mellifluce 500, I think that's what you're called, says, hey guys, absolutely love your channel. It brings peace and happiness to my mornings. Thank you. That's really awesome that we can do that for you, man. Your main series is focused on Oblivion, and I'm wondering how long you plan to keep that going. Any other games you're looking for in the future to focus on? Anything non-Bethesda, or will you most likely stick with those titles? As you can probably imagine, most of the recommendations we've been getting are to play other Bethesda games, other Elder Scrolls games especially. Morrowind, I think Morrowind, Skyrim, and Fallout New Vegas have been our most requested games. That's because they're most closely related to Oblivion.
Right, yeah, everyone that's played Oblivion has played those other 3 games.
Yeah.
And that makes sense, and I've played those games as well. Morrowind, not as much, just because that was sort of before my time, I guess.
Yeah.
But I played it a little on PC, and it was fun. Max played the hell out of Skyrim.
I played the hell out of Skyrim because I got my tonsils out in November of 2011, and I was on painkillers, really harsh painkillers, and I had to stay home. And of course, that's when Skyrim came out, and so I was just like playing Skyrim for like months, healing from that. And so it was just I got to like level 65 in a very quick time. So.
Skyrim was fun. That was one of the only midnight releases I think that was actually the only midnight release I've been to for a game. Me and my buddy went to like a GameStop for the midnight release, and we got home, and he like set up on my our living room at the time. He set up in our living room and started playing, and I set up in my bedroom and started playing. We were like shouting back and forth, "Hey, this is cool, that's cool." Yeah, so that just looking back on that memory, Skyrim was great. And then New Vegas is fantastic. We'll probably play all of those at some point.
Yeah, we should.
Free Winter says, "Love the Feldu PSA.
Thank you.
Do you have any plans for more live-action skits? Are you aware that Thaden overdosed on green mode, not Feldu?"
Yeah. After there were a few comments like, "Hey, it's green mode," and we were like, "Oh, jeez."
It was too late. By the
we had difficulty discerning the different fake drugs.
By the time I'd written like my catchy Feldu, what will you do? I was like, I gotta just use it. It's too late
honestly,
to change it.
I forgot about green mode. I thought green mode was like a mix of Feldu and something else.
I think Feldu has something to do with green mode.
Yeah, I don't know. I got confused. Anyway, Feldu's stuck in our
close
heads.
enough.
So like, hey,
look,
Feldu.
it's a drug and but yeah, that was our bad. But yeah, any more plans for live action skits? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
like, we definitely want to do more live action skits. We love doing those.
Whenever we have like a good idea, I think we're super excited. The Let's Plays are great, but yeah, the skits were like, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
The whole Feldu thing was totally Max's idea, so that was fantastic.
It's like when inspiration strikes, It's just because Emmett and I are just like goofing around and we're making fun of shit, and then we come up with skit ideas.
Yeah.
So Supremacy. I think it was spelled Supremacy, says, "Hey guys, really loving your videos, thank you. They are a breath of fresh air into YouTube, authentic and actually funny. Awesome, thank you so much. So here are my questions. How's your experience with making videos on YouTube so far, and do you have any pieces of advice for someone who would like to start doing the things that you do?" Our experience making videos on YouTube has been like a whole range of emotions. I mean, it's been the most rewarding part is when it's up and like we see like the notification squad, like those first few comments is my favorite part. Like I see everyone, because I make them public and I'm usually at work. I turn the videos public and I see you guys like those first few comments. Everyone's like, "Oh yes, I finally see it."
Yeah.
I love there's this running joke with some of you guys who comment early about like how you just closed out your porn tab because you got a notification. Cracks me up every time. I'm not joking. I love those.
That's a big deal. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you. It's so funny.
Dedication.
Dude. Seriously.
Yeah, and I'm always like every Tuesday I'm in class. I'm like sitting in the back of the room like scrolling through the comments. It's fun. Yeah, it's been a great experience. So any advice for someone who wants to start doing YouTube regularly? Don't start off too quickly. Don't promise too much. Like even one video a week for us was like a big deal. That was a lot.
It didn't feel like a lot though.
Right. It didn't feel like a lot, but
when we promised
a lot. Yeah. Just because things get in the way. You have work. You have whatever going on. One video. Well, for us, it's like a half-hour video. A lot of YouTube videos are shorter.
Yes.
But even so, just make sure you give a realistic goal for yourself and then go from there.
Yeah. See what you can do. I'd say find that realistic goal by just not promising anything and just putting out as much as you can without compromising the rest of your life. Like if you got school, don't put off homework. If you got work, don't show up late. Just try to fit it in a reasonable amount, and then set a schedule from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Conai says, "What inspires you? When you're stuck for ideas, what sort of things do you go to for inspiration, or do you get the creative juice?"
To get the creative juice flowing.
I think, just out of all the Oblivion skits we've done, Oblivion 3 was the most forced one for me, because that was Oblivion 2 was filmed before YouTube as well, before we put it on YouTube.
It was.
Oblivion 1 was just like spur of the moment, hey, this would be funny, let's film it just for fun. We didn't really have any intention of putting it anywhere besides Max's like private Instagram at the time.
So it was completely organic, basically.
Yeah, and then just among our friends, they liked it, so we're like, hey, let's make another one.
Yeah.
And that's when Oblivion 2 came out, and then years later we put these on YouTube, and then Oblivion 3 came out. And that's because I was like, ooh, everyone wants another one, so we better make another one.
Yeah.
And it ended up not being... I mean, it was funny, I guess. People liked it.
It was well received.
It was well received, but I don't think it was as magical as the first two. And that's because, it was forced. I think the best ideas come at the most mundane times. Like, I'll get lots of good ideas when I'm, like, just at work or jogging or something totally unrelated. It'll all kind of snap into place.
Yeah.
So don't try to, like, sit down and, boggle your brain. Just let it happen.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
And I would add to that, like Emmett said, just let the inspiration strike when it does. Maybe jot something down or, like, make a voice memo into your iPhone or whatever, like, real quick. And then sit down and sketch out the specifics of it. That's basically how we've been doing it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So the final question is from our patron Thomas Hansen, and he says, do you have any future grand plans / ambitions for your channel other than the Oblivion playthrough, which will eventually and unfortunately come to an end someday? Thank you, Thomas. So yeah, future grand plans and ambitions. I would like to just see the channel keep growing and to keep, like, I would like to keep our fans awesome. Like, I like the fans that we have. I like the jokes you guys make. I want it to stay like that because I just like the dynamic that's going on right now. I want it to grow, but I don't want to compromise, like, the community that we have.
Totally. Yeah, it's a great community.
Yeah, it's
I'm very
awesome.
thankful that we have such cool people watching us. Yeah, totally. Ideally, we'll always have sort of a main game, a longer playthrough, like a series, like Oblivion. And then we'll always maybe have a private selection here or there if we feel like it. We'll probably hit most of the other Elder Scrolls games and a lot of the Fallout games at some point. But there are also a ton of other games that have really touched us in one way or another.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get to a lot of those, maybe later rather than sooner, but it's going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Another thing that I'd like is I'd like to sink a little bit more money into the equipment and the editing and just a lot more bang for your buck basically for what we're doing.
Yeah.
I think that we've come a long way since the first Let's Play.
Yeah. The other night I rewatched like at least the first 5 or so minutes of most of our Let's Plays, and I was like, wow, that quality is so bad.
Yeah.
But we've been again building slowly, and we're going to continue to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for all your questions. We really enjoyed reading them and getting them, and we are going to respond to every one of the questions that you guys asked up to this point on Reddit, on that Reddit thread itself, so thank you. Also, thank you to Nick Steinhaus for the awesome arena poster.
Yes.
Coolest thing we ever got. We're going to get a P.O. box. We might have it by the time this video comes out. So you guys can send us stuff if you want. It was really touching to get these. Thank you again. The arena posters are awesome. We are also going to be doing a little bit of a giveaway for one of our patrons, a random lucky patron. We'll be getting some goodies. I don't know when they're going to be here yet, but I've got everything together, and I think you'll enjoy it. Just trust me on that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next Let's Play.
We certainly will.
Take care.
I'm getting out of here.